interested in it. He certainly meets all the criteria. I don't know, you know, Joe Bean.
Joe Bean has worked for him before.
Joe Bean has worked for him before. He's had considerable, you know, finance and budgetary responsibilities in the, you know, the school board and personnel, and you know, that, you know.
I could contact Mr. Bean and have an answer for you by our meeting tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean,
If that's okay with everybody else, have a kind of consensus? Yeah. All right.
I mean, his skills and background kind of.
Would fit that. Correct. All right. Mount Rogers Planning District Commission. Historically, since I've been on the board for 14 years, this has always been the chair of our board. But this board still has to appoint that person. Is that right, Mr. Dalton?
It's been a letter of appointment, an action of the board.
Would it be appropriate then to make a motion that we appoint Mr. McDaniel? And I would make that motion. I second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any other nominations?
I do have a question, just on the information. I noticed some of the folks under the Mount Rogers Planning District Commission, it looks like their terms have expired according to this. Arthur Johnson was one that stood out. It looked like expiring at the end of 2009.
If you notice that some of them went back as far as 9.
And then, you know, we had two other, Mr. Clifford and then Mr. Sherritt's, as of December 31st of that year. So, is this an accurate list?
On page 65 already is the list, the current list, and the appointment expiration.
So the list there has been updated.
I was looking at page 58. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
along, yeah.
Mr. Clifford does concur with his term on the Planning Commission. Mr. Yance, Rural Retreats appointee. Jackie King is a Whitmore appointee. We confirm those, but they typically recommend somebody. Bill Dixon is an at-large.
All right, thank you for the clarification.
Well, I have a motion and a second. Call for a roll call vote that I would fill that term. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'll be the last one, guys. Other than that, Mr. Dalton, do you have any other business that needs to come for us tonight?
We have the District 3, Mike Guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They provide senior transportation throughout the county. We have a couple of routes. They have a meeting once a month. We provide the service. If you're interested in senior transportation and out the county, and you'd be a good appointee to their board.
And, gentlemen, I will tell you this. Mr. McDaniel doesn't plan to appoint himself to anything else. I did that one, and we're going to share this. Mr. Sheriff's had a lot of these. I'm not going to do that.
You misunderstood my motion. My motion was that you took over everything.
No,
he did.
I don't think that's not the way I intend for it to be. So we will be thinking about that one tomorrow also. And if any of you board members want to think about it overnight, want to step up, if not, the chair will take some necessary appointments as necessary. But we maybe Mr. Dalton could give us a little bit more input as what they actually do at that meeting and so forth.
Actually, they work with each one of the counties to develop routes, buses, ordering, how many of the service you provide. Our representative usually will take back if we want additional routes. 2 years ago, I think it was, we increased the route to another route throughout the county. It's very important, as the senior population gets older, and that's what this service is for, that when you lose your driver's license, that you have a route to, so you can go to the doctor, pick up essentials, go to the grocery store, etc. So it's a very important board to represent the senior population of the county.
Nope.
Somebody with experience.
I've already ruled myself out because I have meetings on the third Thursday.
Well, Mr. Chairman, you know, I'll put up myself.
Tim, I appreciate you stepping up.
Second.
We need a motion. Do I have a motion for this?
I would move that we accept, Mr. Reeves as our representative on this free board.
Okay. All right. Any other nominations? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Reeves.
Yeah, I didn't mean to jump on so quick.
Well, there's going to be some things that we're going to have to discuss and share this stuff a little more.
Mr. Chairman, a question, do we have to do our planning commission appointments tonight?
We should.
If you're ready, if you're not, I'll take them later at the 24th meeting, because they've already met for this month, is that correct? So we would have to have it by the next meeting. So if you're ready tonight, yes, sir, I'll accept it.
All right, I'd like to make a motion from West Whitfield for Eric Crouchy.
Okay. Mr. Crowder, you've been nominated for West Whitfield. Should we take these individually?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Since you're the only person that could make that nomination, I don't guess I would need a second. I just call for a vote. All in favor, Mr. Crowder, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Anybody else? Joe, are you ready for?
Mr. Wright is on the board now.
Mr. Randy Wright?
Right.
Okay. Mr. Randy Wright also on the board now. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Randy, ready?
Yes, Doug Wilson.
Doug Wilson. Rory Tree, is that the Doug Wilson? Okay. And he will be replacing someone?
Eric Crouch.
Eric Crouch.
And Mr. Crouch will be replacing Clyde Watts.
There, I got it. Now it's all coming back. I knew that. All right. All in favor of Mr. Wilson, please say aye. Aye. All right, Mr. Wilson is also appointed.
You might as well do the fourth one, put David Midkiff back on.
David Midkiff, all right. And all in favor of David Midkiff, please say aye.
Aye.
Those gentlemen have been reappointed.
The items that we think are important is that we have several backlogs in budget committee requests from Mr. McRoberts, and also the water committee team needs to be put in place for the next Tuesday and Thursday meetings.
Water committee should be in place,
Water committee,
unless somebody wants to come off of it.
Well, it's an annual appointment.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Sorry.
water and wastewater, Horny, Hausman, and McRoberts, and I can name them. So done. All right, what's the other?
Small budget committee.
Small budget committee. Mr. Hausman's on that. We'll need two more. Paul, would you be willing to do that?
I'd be willing to serve there, yes.
Paul? Mr. Reeves? Mr. Reeves, be the other person. All right, that takes care of those. Anything else?
Since you're doing so well at this, let's try building and grounds and economic development.
All right, let's go to building and grounds. Find that.
On one slave sheet.
What page?
55.
65?
55.
55. Mr. McDaniel's coming off. Mr. Hale, are you interested in that with your background?
That's right. Fresh.
Yeah. All right. Still need two more.
I'll volunteer.
Thank you, step in the hall, man. Good. Anybody else like to be building and grounds?
So hard to do more than two of those
It is.
because of the
Time.
number of meetings.
What time is this meet?
It's once a week.
Once a month.
Once a month, yeah, they have. Yeah.
That'd be pretty considered there.
I knew what I,
But I guess each committee will set its own time on it, once it,
Actually, the days of the month are already set there.
Right.
In between, but the time, we do ask the committee set it at the first meeting. The Building grounds is the first Tuesday after the first Monday, I guess. First Tuesday of the month, regardless.
boy, that sounds interesting to you.
I guess I'll try that.
All right, Mr. McRoberts.
That ought to go good with fire and rescue.
nothing goes good.
Maybe
Economic development. This is one I will stay on because I'm going to stay on Virginia A corridor, which I have worked with for several years. So, economic development. Artie, would you be interested?
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
Okay. Joe? Economic development?
Just meet once a month.
Once a month. I said month too. My brain said it was thinking month, but week came out.
The only difference on the economic development is if there's an industrial prospect that comes through.
We may have an emergency call here. Okay.
Hopefully you'll have lots of emergency calls.
Mr. Dalton, does that hold us for right now?
I think that is fine if you go through, as the chairman, through the list and look at the rest of the things or some.
Well, there's some people in here that, like, it expired several years ago. If you look at the Emergency Planning Commission, LEPC,
Actually, we can take the LEPC off that because by code of Virginia, we don't appoint those people now. They appoint their own members.
Well, you might as well get rid of fire and rescue.
Did you make that motion?
I may get one, I'll take my feedback. Listen to it for a while.
Chair won't accept that right now.
Let me veer off just a little bit, since we're talking about fire and rescue. Mr. Chairman, I talked with Mr. Dalton about that blue book. Did y'all ever find the things that were approved? And
We actively do.
okay, could I get a copy
Yes.
of that so I can share it?
Only other question I'd have about appointments, what about the liaisons? Do those have to be dealt with today or
No.
not today? That's not.
No. And what I plan to do, gentlemen, is work with you on request. If you have somebody you'd really like to work with, I have no problem with that at all.
Yeah, I'm on the school board, hey, how long am I on there?
As long as you want to be.
They meet in the morning.
Well, I expect you to be there.
That's all I need, thank you.
Yes, sir.
So I assume that was appointment. but-
That was an appointment, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the chair begged y'all's forgiveness on this, but I really wasn't ready to do all these. In fact, I don't think we've had to do them until the second meeting because we've had some carryover and people just automatically went over them. We've got a new board. But we will get these straightened out and there will be calls to you guys and say, I'm going to ask you if you will consider this for us. And like I said, we all want to share these as equally as we possibly can.
Some of
Everybody,
the key ones, Mr. McDaniel, that you need to be thinking about, jail board,
I was already thinking that because of the background.
the CRIPA board,
Yeah.
the chief elected local official, maybe somebody on the community policy and management team, first board.
Insurance committee, there's,
And we, like I say, the budget committee, I assume that group you appointed is also the group that's going to work with the school board to look at debt service.
once I would request that an updated hard copy be given to me, and then I can sit down with that hard copy and see what we can do.
And Peggy Cooper called me today. We need an appointment. Her meeting is January the 26th for the Community Corrections Board. First meeting this year will be the 26th. I meet on a quarterly basis if you'll ask.
Quarterly, that does fit in your background, if you,
Yeah.
okay. Chair will appoint him for that.
JPSA meets before we do it again, unless you want to do it tomorrow.
All those are current.
All those are current, so we're still on there. Anything that's current, your name is there, unless told different, show up.
If anybody wants any of mine, they will.
That's what he said fire and rescue a while ago, me and Corey both on it. I mean, if somebody else wants on it, I don't have a problem stepping down and letting somebody else on it, but if nobody wants on it, I'll stay where I'm at.
I think this board will work together with each other. Well, Mr. Dalton, if there's not any more, I'm going to declare a recess until 1 o'clock tomorrow. Anything?
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen, we're in recess until 1 tomorrow.